Hello everyone, this is As Mohammad Khan and I welcome you with today's segment. Today we will discuss one important topic student, that is corrosion. It is the last topic of this chapter because the metallurgy topic is deleted by CBSE. So today we will discuss the last topic of chapter 3, that is corrosion student. What is corrosion student? It is the general phenomena of the metal that we observe in our daily life, especially the rusting of iron. Rusting of iron is an example of corrosion, in which the first layer of the metal is exposed by the reaction of air, in which the air react, means the air components react with the first layer of the metal, and what they form the toxic salt. Metal's first layer is oxidized with the help of air, and what it forms metallic corroded substance. The first example of this we will discuss, student. Generally, when we purchase the aluminium pots from the market, then what we observe about those pots? They look shiny, student, but after some time their appearance become dull and dry. Do you know why? It is due to the corrosion, student. Because the first layer of aluminium is oxidized, and what it forms the aluminium oxide. Like aluminium is reacted with oxygen, and what will form? It forms aluminium oxide. And due to this, what we get? We get aluminium oxide, and it is a toxic substance or toxic salt, and due to which the aluminium's pores have the dull and dry appearance. Like this, when we put the iron object inside the humid air, then it reacts with the humidity, and what it forms? It forms Fe2O3, and in the presence of water it forms Fe2H2O. Means it is the formula of rust. Means rust is formed when the iron metals react with oxygen, and what they form? They form iron oxide. Or which type of iron oxide they form? They form hydrated iron oxide, and that hydrated iron oxide is known as rust, and it has the brownish appearance. Next example, student, of copper. When we purchase the copper pots, then those copper pots have the shiny appearance, but when they react with the air, then they react with the oxygen, and what they make the copper oxide they make, and that copper oxide have the dark appearance. And with this, those copper substance are also reacted with water and carbon dioxide, and many times what they form? They form CO3.CuOH2, and it is known as basic copper carbonate, from which the copper particles have the greenish appearance on their surface. So it is basic copper carbonate. Only the metals that are not exposed, student, that are the least reactive metals, like the silver, gold, and platinum. But in this, the silver don't react with the air, but it reacts with the sulfur gas, student. Means when the silver react with the hydrogen sulfide gas, then what it forms? It forms Ag2S, silver sulfide, and due to which the silver ornaments become dark or become black, means their surface become black due to the reaction with sulfur, student. Like here the silver is reacting with hydrogen sulfide, and what is it forming? At the top layer of the silver, it is silver sulfide, and that silver sulfide have the dark appearance. So it is also an example of corrosion. So what is the main example? Rusting of iron is the main example. Now how can we prevent the corrosion, student? Corrosion can itself prevent the corrosion, student. Yes, corrosion itself can prevent the corrosion. How? Because metals, the first layer is exposed and it covers the other metal. This is the metal, and it is the corroded layer. Now this corroded layer prevent the contact of the air, from which the remaining metal is protected from the corrosion. So the corroded substance or the corroded layer protects the metal itself from the corrosion. Now we come on the next methods from which we can prevent the corrosion. First is alloying, student. What is alloying? Alloying is the important process in which the homogeneous mixture of the melt metals is prepared, and that homogeneous mixture of the metals is known as alloy. So by making the alloying or by preparing the alloys, we can prevent the corrosion. Like there are some examples of the alloy, student, and they don't have the corrosion due to having the homogeneous mixture of the two different metals or non-metals. Here, like there is one alloy that is known as bronze, and bronze is the homogeneous mixture of copper and tin. Like this, there is one homogeneous mixture that is known as brass, and it is homogeneous mixture of copper and zinc. Like this, stainless and steel that is used in the handles of the automobile transport or the rims of the wheels, it is used stainless steel, and it is the alloy of iron, chromium, nickel and carbon. With this, there is one alloy, student, that is known as solder, and that solder is an alloy of lead and tin. Like this, there is one alloy that we use in the building materials, and in generally what we call them the iron rods and or the iron bars. Those iron rods or the iron bars are not completely iron, they are the mixture of iron and carbon. That's why they are also known as steel. Next example of alloy is, student, amalgam. Amalgam is the alloy of mercury, in which the mercury is mixed with more than two metals, and there is one alloy is prepared, and that alloy is known as amalgam, student. Next important process from which we can prevent the alloying is known as galvanization. In this, what process is done, student? The zinc coating is done on the desired metal. Zinc coating on the desired metal is known as galvanization, and it is generally used to coat the iron pipes, especially in the case of the water works pipes, means the pipes that we use to transport the water. Those water pipes of iron are coated by the zinc with the help of galvanization. Next is important methods of the measurement of the prevention of corrosion is, student. Third is painting. By painting we can prevent oiling. With the help of the oiling, we can prevent the corrosion. And with this, greasing. So these are also the methods or the measurements from which we can prevent the corrosion. Because with the help of the painting or the oiling or the greasing, we can cover the first layer of the metals, from which the air does not come in contact of the metal, and that metal is protected from the corrosion. So it is about the corrosion and the measurement from which we can prevent the corrosion, student. So now you will try to cover this topic, and now we have also covered the chapter 3. Now you try to do all the question answer of chapter 3 in your notebook. Thank you very much and have a nice day.